and we manage a portfolio globally in the sectors of agriculture and food, forestry, renewable energy, and real estate. We've been at this for quite some time, but going forward, we want to invest a lot in technology, sustainable and innovative business models. Why those four sectors? A, we believe there we can really address some of the great challenges for our time, be it feeding 10 billion people, combating climate change, or providing affordable housing. And B, it's also the sectors where the family has historically been investing in. Brings me to our portfolio. In those four sectors, we have both hard assets, it can be farmland, forest land, or buildings. Sorry. And we also invest in technology, as I just said. For example, we invested in Tesla, which many of you may know, it's a German energy storage provider. We invested in Andreas, an Israeli drip irrigation company, and of course, we invested in FMN, which is our forestry technology company. And with no further ado, I want to hand over to you, Andreas, to tell us more about it.
Thanks a lot, Alex. Yes, so many different areas, but what exactly are we doing? To summarize, we are digitizing the forest, at least we are trying to. Specifically, we are to inventory the forest and digitize the processes involved in forest management. Data processes and results are made available to the user in software we have developed, a so-called open platform. Hello, my name is Andreas Igel. I'm the CEO of Forest Mapping Management, and together with our team of around 30 specialists from various fields, we have been supporting the forestry industry for almost 30 years. And our aim is to increase the transparency in the supply chain, and this creates added value for the customers. They can carry out their daily tasks more efficiently and can reduce costs and increase profits. An example of this follows later. In a nutshell, we provide forestry solutions for experts. So what are our core competences? First of all, we are collecting data. Secondly, we process all this data with different smart algorithms. Thirdly, we create software to manage the forest. But for most, we come from the forest and understand the forest. Some of our employees are forest owners, and our owner is a forest owner. And in addition to software licenses, we offer various forestry services to our customers. But let's talk about the data collection. There are so many ways of digitally recording a forest. These include aerial photography, images from space, satellite images, and GIS data, Geographical Information System data, like digital ground models, and of course you need the terrestrial data, data directly from the forest, from the air.
Can I come in there for a second, Andreas, because I get asked this a lot. Why not just satellite? It's much more cost effective. Why also the terrestrial data?
Yeah. The aim of data collection is to record the forest as accurately as necessary, but not as accurately as possible. Data from the forest directly from the area is indispensable for this, because you can not see everything from above. You have to go in the field in the area. Mm-hmm. The undergrowth, for example, specific tree species and certain forest conditions cannot be recognized from the air, and therefore you need to have data from the forest.
Which, thank you for the hint, brings me to my next question. How can you do this efficiently and scalable? Because
with modern software, where you can see we offer an augmented reality tool for smartphones and tablets that makes it very easy to collect data. The number of stems, tree species, tree heights, or diameter, breast height, and other features. So based on different technologies, the user interface is so simple that anyone can use this tool, even tourists can. But but for the following area, you need to be more than a tourist. Data processing, because the algorithm used here clearly play an important role, and a lot of AI is used here, of course.
Now, as you saw before, we shouldn't rely on speaking cards, but actually ask real questions. You just mentioned the buzzword AI. Maybe you can explain a bit more on that. What exactly you mean about it?
We use AI for object recognition, in our case, tree recognition or tree classification. But however, two other topics are very important here, because you have to be able to process all these data, automated and end-to-end, to get the result without human interpretation. And secondly, process all this data in real time. And this maintains a certain objectivity in the case of a cyclical forest inventory. For investors, another advantage can be observed, that the possibility to compare different forest areas. If a storm knocks down forest areas, the system should report the damage to the forest within a few days.
What do you mean by that? So how exactly does the system report?
A software that helps the user easily to interpret these collected data. And for that purpose, we have developed Palos. This platform, our software, supports the user in the simple processing of large amounts of data. For example, a wood pile can be created digitally and measured in seconds using a mobile app. This data is immediately available on the platform for further processing. The sawmill can be informed digitally, and transportation or the logistics can be started. And thanks to the fully integrated supply chain, you can act instead of just reacting.
Okay, so that's a lot of nice gimmicks, but how exactly do you create value for the forest? How do you cut costs and increase revenue?
Yeah, we are convinced that I can make my work more efficient by using such tools. Our change detection, for example, shows the user large-scale changes within a few days. For example, wind calamities. And this allows you to take necessary action and start the process of pile collection or pile creation, and the transportation to the sawmill with software support. Another example could be the traffic safety. The simple digital recording of traffic routes using our software can save time, and documentation fulfills different legal requirements too.
Do you also provide services for investors? For example, if I want to buy a new forest?
Yeah, we invent an inventory and quick analysis of the forest can be created at the touch of a button, so to speak, and the result being the number of trees, tree height, tree class, and biomass and CO2. And this provides an initial forest assessment without much effort. And if you want to improve the accuracy of this analysis, you can use the previously mentioned augmented reality app to record control points and increase the data or refine the analysis.
Yeah,
and these checkpoints are very quick and easy to set up, yes.
But does it work anywhere, or does it just work in the DACH region, or what is your geographic
system? The system can be used worldwide. It's multi-language capable and can be used without special knowledge.
Okay, thank you. Very impressive, Andreas.
We will launch Palos in February, so everyone who is interested in a deep dive, in a software deep dive, is warmly invited. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next two speakers are already